You actually like the song? I don't know, man. I want to believe in Nicki my damn self. You know, I'm a big Nicki fan, but when Charlamagne says that ain't it, it ain't it. I mean, the shit be felt throughout the hood when Charlamagne be saying that ain't it, that ain't it. I'm sorry, my nigga. I don't think it's it. Anyway, you know, I got the host Rapid Flames podcast. Yo, I'm your boy Vance Michelle, aka Vito Blaze, aka V Love, aka V whatever the fuck you want to see. Anyway, this is me on the Rapid Flames podcast, yo, and I'm here to tell you what it is, throw flames on the shit that I be seeing, and tell you a little bit about me during the way. Maybe I might spit on a few stories along the way, but here's one thing that caught my attention is that the 49ers are in the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, a lot of people saying that, yo, the Kansas City Chiefs ain't really that good enough team. The only reason why they ain't up in there is because, you know, Powers and B, actually made the team to be up in there because, you know, one of the players is actually is the boyfriend of Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is the hottest thing right now. I mean, I gotta agree with, who's saying, somebody just said the other day, yeah, she moves the needle. I mean, I love Beyonce, but Taylor Swift is moving the needle right now. I mean, if you fucking got people, messaging the player, a football player, and they ain't got nothing to do with football, oh, you moving the motherfucking needle. Oh, you got some power up in the United States. Just one little thing. I mean, one little thing. This chick, just one little, weird look. They trying to say Joy Coy, comedy career's over. Now this man's been in the game for a minute, you know, but that's the thing though. And I'll be damned if Joy Coy be over just because the Golden Globes performance that he did, and then they caught a look at Taylor Swift, and then I'll be damned if they just be like, oh, nobody's giving no Joy Coy just because we got Taylor Swifties fans out here, they running shit now. Ah, come on, you gotta be kidding. But yeah, it's true though. But shout out anyway. Fuck the Taylor Swift shit. I got to say, I'm talking about the Kansas City Chiefs versus the 49ers in the Super Bowl. I'm pretty happy about that shit because, you know, I've been a long time 49ers fan on and off, but they my team. I got a special heart for these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I got something's in my heart special for these motherfuckers, whatever way you want to put it or sound like, but that's what I feel like. When I heard that, I saw that 49ers was in the Super Bowl. I saw that was a good team from the jump. You know, this season, I was like, yo, it looked like it's all, yeah. You know, and then we pushed, shout out to the players that got us there. And now we hear the 49ers is in the Super Bowl and we got to get that 6th ring. You feel me? We got 5 already. We got to get that 6th now. All right. Shout out to Montana, Steve Young, and Frank Gore, you know, all them other ones, you know, can't forget about Kaepernick, who almost did it for us last time. I ain't gonna forget that. That was a good run, baby. That was a great run we had. But we back, and, it's great. It's another 49 year, and 49 is in the Super Bowl, man. It's a good feeling. This is great. I'm gonna back out the jersey, back out the Super 49er shirt, and you know, understand, like, being a 49ers fan, shout out to me, you know what I'm saying, like Jerry Rice. I was there since Montana. I loved it when remember when Deion did that switch, you know, because he was fucking with Dallas, and then he saw, you know, after he got the ring with Dallas, and then he came over to 49ers, help us got a ring too. That was a blessing. Him and, what's the motherfucking name? Terrell Owens, T.O. Man, that was a good year. Hell yeah, man. We had T.O., we had Jerry Rice, Young, man, that was don't even, those are great. Now we back though. We back, and I'm glad to see the 49ers black. It's been a good year. 2024 has been good for your boy. I ain't gonna lie. With the other shit, Coffee Talk with podcasts has been doing good. I ain't gonna lie. The funny paper, the other podcasts I got, the funny papers, it ain't been a good year for that. But you know what? We looking for 2020. We looking at 2024 to be the biggest year for funny papers ever. Okay. For real. That was the first love, the first podcast. So we ain't letting that go. And this has been great. Shout out to all the new followers that I've gained this past year. Because I switched up the formats a couple of motherfucking times. But this one right here is the one that we going with for a bit. It's just me right now. And we back to back weeks, just me talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like Jess Hilarious, cause Jess Hilarious, she started off on Instagram with Jess with the Mess. And, Jess with the Mess every week. All she did was just spit jokes about hot news topics. And then that caught on. She caught fans. She was doing other skits and stuff like that. She was doing other sketches, IG. And she also did a couple appearances on Wildin' Out. And what else? Thing with Jess Hilarious is she also did other podcasts and everything else. She has her own podcast and everything too. So shout out to Jess Hilarious for now being the new host on the Breakfast Club. And a lot of motherfuckers didn't think she had the job because, Charlamagne came through and they did that little thing where, I don't know if Jess gonna be, there's a lot of talks and it looked like controversy, but that's what they do. These motherfuckers. G does. Anyway, come February 5th, Jess Hilarious is the third host of the Breakfast Club with Charlamagne and Envy. So, all that was BS. They got us hyped for nothing. They did us like how Snoop Dogg said when he said he'd given up smoke and it was a fucking smokeless fireplace. All right. It's just everything is just smoke nowadays. All right. So you don't know what to motherfucking believe these days. You could believe most of the shit that I say though. I'm telling you, because I'm telling you shit straight from the motherfucking heart. I'll be telling you shit from the start. All right. From the start, everything was from the heart. Everything from the heart. Even when I'm even talking about bullshit, when I'm talking about some AI, robots, aliens and all that shit, what's crazy? All that shit was nonfiction. Now when I say that shit, I can't believe how real it can be. Crazy. Cause you heard about the motherfucking aliens that was up in Florida and now they don't even want to talk about it. But how many fucking times you heard aliens in Florida? I'm done. I'm just accepting it and I'm just going to live my life, people. You should live your life too, cause a lot of people be seeing me and they be like, yo, Vance, man, I thought you're supposed to be positive and shit. And like, I am positive. I'm positively real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not heartless, but I will use my heart less. You get what I'm saying? You just gotta be real and pay attention on what the fuck is going down these days. Cause you may not know. You got to be aware. You got to be aware of what the fuck is out there. And you know what the fuck is out there right now? I see Dana White. He owns UFC. Major guy on the CEO board CEO of TKO. They do WWE and UFC. If you don't know, UFC and WWE is merged together and there's a group called TKO. Now, Dana White is on that board along with Triple H and The Rock, all this shit. I know, yeah, I'm telling you, soon you're gonna see UFC and WWE and WWE and UFC. They ain't ready to do that yet, but it's going to go down like that. It's gonna happen. Trust, it's gonna happen. When it happens, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you see McGregor versus Roman Reigns, or you might see Roman Reigns versus the motherfucker that's talking shit, Strickland might pop up in WWE for WrestleMania or some shit like that. You never know. You just never know, cause that's the way that TKO running. They just doing whatever the fuck they want. Like I'm telling you, Dana White just popped up at the Laugh Factory. The Laugh Factory, man. I'm saying, I mean, he just starting out. He ain't even at no open mic or nothing like that. Motherfucker popped up, and he popped up right at the Laugh. He ain't even I don't even think he popped up at an open mic at the Laugh Factory, because I know homegirl that be hosting the open mics out there. I don't know, but like I seen a glimpse of her, Grace Baylor. You know, she came out here to Montreal for like 2-3 weeks, B. I think I seen her like 2 times. I knew this chick was a star. I mean, she's skinny, tall, got a great personality, and I'm just like, wow. And then she just left, and I'm like, yo, she's just gonna go be a star. And right now she's doing her thing. Grace Baylor, shout her out. If you don't know her, look her up. She's funny. She's holding, anyway, I seen her, but I don't think, maybe anyway, I know but maybe Dana White was at another Laugh Factory. Maybe she ain't show. But anyway, I just thought about this shit now. There's more than one Laugh Factory. Okay. But anyway, what the fuck is Dana White doing stand-up comedy now? That's the thing I want to say. And the second thing is, now that this shit changed the motherfucking game. Because this is like, you understand, I seen the influx of comedians that came in the game when Joe Rogan came in, all right? And a lot of them came from UFC and martial arts, mixed martial artists are coming in the comedian game crazy. That's why when you probably see a motherfucker charging the stage and the motherfucker actually get kicked back, punched back, you fucking with an MMA motherfucker. There's a lot of MMA / comedians now. It's an influx. That shit happened after Joe Rogan. I seen this shit. Now that Dana White, the man behind the UFC, not the man who's just announcing this shit, he coming up in the comedian. Now there's just gonna be a whole lot more of these motherfuckers. And now on top of that, there's gonna be more motherfuckers. It's not opening the door for more UFC. It's just opening the door for more, people that think they could do everything. You know, a jack of all trades type shit. Cause, you know, they already mastered level 10 and shit. You know, they beat the boss in their life. So now they just doing extra missions and shit. And can you be mad at that? No. This motherfucker Dana White doing comedy now. This motherfucker just out here doing extra missions and shit. Can't be mad, you know, at an extra mission in life. I think that's the real thing of success right there. Cause a lot of people will talk about like, yo, you succeeding and getting your money and all that. Nah, I think when you out here doing them extra missions in life, I think that's it right there. Like, shout out to Snoop Dogg for being in WrestleMania last year. Did he have to really do that? No. The motherfucker was already doing commercials. He's streaming his shit. He got his other, I thought Snoop Dogg would be done with this podcast that he got, but he's still going with this shit. And then on top of that, the motherfucker's in the metaverse. Motherfucker's streaming. He's just out here just doing extra shit. Dana White doing comedy now. I respect that shit. Matter of fact, I wish I could get to that part in my life like that, because like doing just extra missions is part of life. That just means like, yo, you beat the boss. You beat mad bosses. You beat the game of life. Now you just like, wow, you know? Doing extra levels. Or remember in Super Mario World, even when you do the Star World, then you saw the special world. That's where he at. He did the Star World. The motherfucker, you understand? You haven't played Super Mario World and you beat all the Bowser's 8 kids, and then you do the Star Road, the Star World, and that's like the extra world. But then when you do the Star World, and then you find an extra star up in there, and then they take you to the special world. You don't know about that? That's for the real ones. That's for the real ones. Holler at me if you know about that one. That one right there changed the game. Speaking of some newer, so shout out to Dana White doing the comedy now. I ain't even hating on that. I'm a comedian out here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even hating. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, I remember T.I. was doing stand-up comedy, and that's the thing. You gotta have bravado. You can have the same bravado. You got bravado when you talk, and you could have stage presence, but the science of making people laugh and then rehearsing it and then knowing the flow, the ebb and flow between you spitting it and laughing is a whole different thing, big. It's like, and it's way different from music and any other sport. So it's like you're learning a whole new thing. It's don't come at this as a thing that you could just naturally do. Cause I remember when actually comedian Tricks told me this. I've seen him in Toronto after a stand-up comedy show. I seen Tricks. I was like, and then he probably don't even remember saying this to me. Matter of fact, if you ask the motherfucker, do you know Vance? He gonna act like he don't know me, but that motherfucker know me. Anyway, you ask him, I said, Tricks, I'm like, yo, so I might be doing this stand-up thing because my boy, I was living in Toronto. I just thought about though. I might think about doing stand-up comedy. What do you even have to do to start? He was like, man, stand-up comedy is just talking your shit, He was saying that because I'll even tell somebody that right now, making them think like, but they got to know what's the meaning and all of that behind it. Cause he was saying it's all about talking your shit. And then I got that. I was like, yeah, okay. It's all about talking your shit for 5 minutes. Now, when I get up there and I do my thing for the first time, I think this was like 2 years after, no, a couple of years after. Matter of fact, this was a long time after Tricks told me this shit. Cause I forgot I was living in Toronto and then I moved here. Then I went through like a whole 5-year ordeal here and ended up being a stand-up comedian. But then, it's more, when I wanted to get to you, it's more than just talking shit, B. It was like, you got to talk your shit. And then when you find out what hits, then you spit what sticks. Yo, that shit rhymes, so you know that's some motherfucking truth. But yo, that's the deal. That's the deal. You gotta spit your shit and see what hits and spit what sticks. Because yo, at the end of the day, when you're gonna keep practicing and people that will come in the game and just think that, it's just talking your things. And me, I got the natural gift of gab, but yo, you got to connect it, find out what punchlines are, premises, have more laughs. It's all about the laughs too, B. You can't be up there just talking your thing and nobody not laughing. I mean, even if you think it's funny, if everybody don't think it's funny, my man, your work is not, you're not doing right. Don't put no checks on your checklist if you out on the stage and the only one you making yourself laugh is yourself. And then you really ain't trying to make everybody else laugh. Yeah, you rather, when you up on that stage, just remember you spitting your shit, and at the end of the day, you gotta make everybody else laugh. If you ain't making nobody else laugh, just like in UFC, you lost the goddamn match. You know what I'm saying? You got KO'd. You got KO'd by the motherfucking audience. They KO'd your ass. I want to see your ass. You can't fight. Speaking of fighters, Brock Lesnar, big fighter, right? When you hear Brock, that shit sounds like a diesel ass motherfucker. Brock Lesnar. You see him, you think big guy. Anyway, he was in UFC, WWE, people love to see him. Not recently though, because there was a sex scandal. Okay, no, there was a fucking trafficking court case going on right now, right? Remember that time I told you there was a subpoena on Vince McMahon, and then all of a sudden nobody ain't hear shit about that shit. Then all of a sudden, he quit WWE. He retired like the first time, right? And then Now they saying a new case has popped up. This is the second one. Yo, my man getting in trouble by trouble. He's on him and Trump. It's killing me right now. Cause they getting in trouble, but but they not really in trouble. And they getting into some big headlines. Anyway, McMahon out here got a new sex trafficking case. And in this case, Brock Lesnar's name was brought up. So, yo, he was supposed to be in a Royal Rumble. They ain't put him in that shit. Right now, they took him out of a WWE 2K Supercard game. He's not even in that game. This game he was just in. This shit's an online game. They just pulled that motherfucker out. They finna not put Brock Lesnar in the WWE 2K game, the new one that's just coming out. I just heard this shit right now. I may not be true, follow back, because, you know, even last week I said, yo, Slim Jim pulled out, and it looks like they didn't. Their ads was all over the Royal Rumble. Shout out to the Royal Rumble though. It was an okay. Matter of fact though, this is a third. I'm not gonna say the men's Rumble was whack, but this is a third year in a row where I felt the women's Rumble was better. Okay? It's not that. People might say that the men's Rumble's whack because ain't no legends popping up. No, they using who the fuck they got, and they okay. You know, it's alright. It's not as crazy as what we used to see, but it's still not bad. But and I think they actually saving all that craziness for the women's Rumble now, because that's the Rumble that be having us the crazy surprise entrances now. And like they be saving all that for the women's Rumble now, I think. And the men's Rumble is just a showcase of the men's talent in-house, you know. They even when it comes to the stars too, they just gonna use an in-house star. Like they ain't even gonna try to use anybody that big now. Like real talk. And then what else I see with that though? Brock Lesnar though being in this motherfucking thing now, and they pulled him out. It's like it's crazy how his name was even brought up in the goddamn case with Vince McMahon. Now that his name brought up, they pulled him out of everything. They just everything. You don't see Brock Lesnar anything. I don't think he ain't gonna be in anything. I mean, when you see something like this, he ain't gonna be in anything. They did the same thing to Hogan. No, Ric Flair. But the woo is still there though. When when the WWE comes on, the woo is still there. I thought it wasn't gonna be there, even though Ric Flair's on AEW, but the woo is still there. But Brock Lesnar being in these allegations is crazy. It's crazy though, now that you see this happening. Now it's just obvious. Like who gets what and what gets who, what in a, just like, where's the justice? Like, I mean, not the justice, but it's not fair. Like, and the people can see it's not fair. And they know it's not fair. But it's obviously, like, before it was like, you didn't know it was, you had hope that it's not gonna be fair, that it's fair, but it's not fair right now. But I see more. If I lost you, I lost you. But if I still got you, shout out to you for keeping up. But you know what though? Here's the deal. When I say, it ain't fair, but it's starting to get fair though. I got hope because I'm seeing more black judges. I'm seeing more black judges. And they from the mud. They from the bottom. I think they trying to make it. They trying to make change within the system. I think we got some changes within the system, and I'm happy about that because that gives me hope. That really does. But you see, it ain't fair. Like, remember just last month, motherfucker Jonathan Majors get crucified for damn near not hitting a woman. You seen it on the on the tape. Tory Lanez get umpteen years for shooting somebody in the foot. Now these brothers got sex trafficking cases by cases, fraud, defamation case. I mean, all types of shit. Felonies after felonies, and you don't see them do not one day in jail. It's nuts. It's really nuts. I mean, I bet you even if they had the same lawyers as these motherfuckers, it'll still, and that was the case too, right? The same motherfucker that put the charges on young Thug, who's locked up, put the same charges on Trump. I remember saying this a minute ago. I think it was like last motherfucking year, this time, P. I'm thinking Trump's in off the RICO charges, cause the nigga that got Young Thug in, oh, he definitely in. He ain't in. Matter of fact, why am I here contemplating about, yeah, maybe Trump could be a better president than Joe Biden, cause that motherfucker, I can't. Joe Biden is like, yo, who would that motherfucker old? He an old ass man, and we said we ain't want no old ass man. Bernie Sanders ain't even get in because he was like, oh, but Joe, his old ass, who fellas? That's how you know American fucked up. That's how you know. I had Bernie. Bernie wasn't fucking sleeping. That nigga out there was eating vitamins and shit. I skipped on Bernie, went with Trump. Then now y'all skipped on Trump and went with Biden. Anyway, Brock, baby. What can you say? Hide out in Canada. Lay low. You got Sable. You got them 2 kids. Just lay low. You chilling. You got enough bread to lay low. You good. You could go out in the woods. Kill more deer. Kill more, shit like that. Yeah, man. And but like, relax on the gaming meme, because I know I had the meat that I heard you caught some shit because the meat that you was, anyway, Brock, be easy. And the kids though, like sex trafficking, that's crazy, Brock. Like, I pray for God you not really involved in this shit, but like, lay low right now. Lay low. Anyway, this ain't about to lay low. Matter of fact, you got to play this track up loud, because right now it's a Vito Blaze track I ain't heard in a minute, and I'm sure you ain't heard in a minute. So play this shit right now, alright? And then I'll be back with more Rapid Flames.
Yeah. Vito. Hell, yeah.
Relax and take notes. Sometimes there's too much I need to know. Sometimes I need my space to even grow. You don't even know then what you here standing for. You ain't for my cause, so step out my door. Sometimes there's too much I need to know. Sometimes I need my space to even grow. You don't even know then what you here standing for. You ain't for my cause, so step out my door. What's your name? It doesn't matter what's your name. All I know, you ain't a player in my game. Relax and take a seat, sucker. I'm deep, brother. Words hit you like a Martin LK speech, nigga. Your arms is too short to box, you no reach, nigga. You can't get up in the club, you in the street still, nigga. Chances like roulette everywhere on the map. 57 passenger, I always bet on black. Right now, my whole mood is on chill. Even though some niggas don't even know what the deal. I'ma keep it G real, you do not fit the bill. I'm sure you can't fill the hole in the I surely can drill. So like, why you's all up in my space? Don't you see me over here trying to get me one a day? Don't you see all these extra other cuties in this place? What you hear? Like I'm in here trying to see your damn face. Sometimes there's too much I need to know. Sometimes I need my space to even grow. You don't even know then what you here standing for. You ain't ain't for my cause, so step out my door. Sometimes it's too much, I need to know. Sometimes I need my space to even grow. You don't even know then what you here sending for. You ain't for my cause, so step out my door. Step out my door, I don't love you no more. Yeah, I'm feeling like Diddy, I got seats on the floor. Yeah, I'm feeling like Biggie when I'm hitting the boards. Bad boy, I don't stop, that's why I need a tour. That's right, give me my limelight. Smarter than two Asian pussy together, I'm that bright. What made you think that you can kick it with me? I'm allergic to your kind of, yo, you making me sneeze. Hat you, I hope the heavens bless me with some little hoes that ain't never fuck with Breezy. With a couple bill that'll pay my debt easy. With a tight click that'll never ever leave me. Getting stacks together, yeah, we on the grind. You see the team playing while you sitting on the sideline. So say the drama cause it don't even need it. And kick rocks with them feet and make sure that you beat it. Sometimes there's too much I need to know. Sometimes I need my space to even grow. You don't even know then what you here sending for. You ain't for my cause, so step out my door. Sometimes there's too much I need to know. Sometimes I need my space to even grow. You don't even know then what you here sending for. You ain't for my cause, so step out my door.
So step out. You don't know. So step out. You don't know.
That was Step Out My Door by Vito Blaze. Hope you play that shit loud as you can. You know, break a motherfucking speaker in your car with that shit. Anyway, speaking about breaking things, you recently saw Kai Cenat, you know, live streamer, top live streamer in the hood in these days. You know, you be seeing Kai damn near everywhere, you know, even giving motivational speeches. He's on podcasting, but you know him from streaming 24/7 on his Twitch channel. Big streamer. And here's the thing with Kai. Kai made the news, went viral because he lost to 21 Savage in NFL 2K. Now, here's the reason why this thing made the big news, because he bet, he lost $300,000. He bet $300,000 on the game, and he lost the game, and he didn't take that too lightly, you know. After he lost, while he was streaming, he broke his whole fucking streaming setup, his whole equipment, the TV, the internet, the game, the system, everything. He just lost it. He just went savage on the equipment, and then the stream blinked out. You didn't know what happened, but 21 Savage was in the room and he started, recording, and he recorded everything. You saw the whole room fucked up, the whole room dismantled, the whole room was savagely ravaged by Kai Cenat, and the equipment was gone, and the whole stream was dead for a while because it couldn't get up. Everything was down, but you saw 21 Savage's footage, and he all up in Kai Cenat's face, and he looked like he was about to cry. And I felt his pain because he just lost $300,000. For him, I think that was probably like a half a year's work, but still, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It left him sick. It was obviously left him sick. And the boy went around, the whole world with this clip. Now I'm looking at this clip. I want to feel sorry for him, but I can't help but to laugh though. I can't help but to laugh. Here's what was really funny about it, because I felt sorry for him, but then this is what made me really laugh about the situation, because I felt sorry for him, but inside I was like, damn, son, that's great. That's $300,000. God damn. And then he tried to go to a basketball game the next day. Go to a basketball day, you're in the front row. You watching, I think you watch it. Yeah, he was at the Lakers game. So you watching LeBron. Oh, yo, he was sick. He still couldn't even smile. I think that the cameras was in his face. He was still sick from losing that $300K. And then I don't want to laugh about this shit again, but then the next day he popped up again and then there was a clip of him streaming. He's back on the stream, you know, everything back set up. And then his boy calls him and, you know, he get caught like, yeah, man, I got to send that money by 12 p.m. And then his boy was like, well, yo, it's all good, man. Yo, keep your head up, man. And then Kai was like, yeah, all right, man, cool. He was like, man, keep your head up. He was like, yo, Kai just started flipping on him. Like, yo, why the fuck you gotta be positive all the time, man? What the fuck, man? You getting me so mad, right? Hey, yo, this is the guy, though, that just did a motivational clip, you know, like 2 weeks ago. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what if the pot, anything down can happen, you can always get back up. But I feel for him, though, you know what I'm saying? Because that's some real shit. Now, when he does, you see him went through his down moments. Now you seen that shit. Now, if you see the motherfucker still smiling 2 weeks, he ain't gonna be smiling right now because the shit's real. But if he's smiling next week and 2 weeks right after that, you bounce back. This motherfucking Kai Cenat's a goddamn champion. He just showed us. Because, I mean, like, even though you could be up, as you can see, you could be down just like that. Now, when you're down, it's your choice to turn that shit around or just end up being a motherfucking clown. Yo, that shit rhymes, so you know it's some motherfucking truth. But yo, hear this. That's why I laughed at Kai. Cause I really knew he was gonna be alright. You know what I mean? And anybody that be like, oh, god damn it, I thought Kai was all positive and shit. You know what I mean? It looked like he ain't positive. No, he's actually, here's the thing. I came up with this thing because I go through the same thing too, you know? I do coffee talk, but then I might say some shit and then motherfuckers be like, god damn, why are you so negative? Nah, here's the thing. I'm positively real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I might be, I ain't heartless, but I'll use my heart less. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you got to elaborate the world and analyze with your eyes. Let that sink in. And speaking of analyzing with eyes, motherfucking Aiden Ross, you should have used his eyes on 21 Savage, because as you can see, recently, that's another motherfucking streamer. Yo, Savage is just bugging recently. I wouldn't even, if I was the next streamer, I wouldn't have 21 Savage on your motherfucking stream, because it looks like this motherfucker's doing some dastardly goddamn deeds. Look, 21 Savage was in a poker game with Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross lost like damn near 2K, a lot of money. Can't remember the numbers right now. But then after the game, yo, Ross sees that the cards were marked, and he was like, yo, so 21 Savage trying to act like, you know, he ain't get caught. Like, oh, like the cards ain't marked. But you see in the video that the friend that 21 Savage was with showed 21 Savage where the card was marked. So now that he got caught, 21 Savage acting, oh, I didn't know they were marked. So what you gonna do? Run it back? Aiden was like, nah, give me my money back. But then after that, he was like, nah, I don't think he'll do me like that. You won't do me like that. But then shit got awkward, you know, while they playing their video games, you know, because, you know, they're streaming. But now shit get awkward and all of that. You know what I mean? Because, you know, Aiden Ross like, damn, this motherfucker tried to scam me, you know? And now you sitting with the motherfucker that tried to scam you playing video games. Yeah, shit just look whack. I don't think they're gonna be boys after that. I don't know. And the next nigga that got 21 Savage streaming with him better have eyes all around that motherfucker. You better have eyes. Matter of fact, you better pat down 21 Savage before he come on in. I can't believe 21 Savage is on this type of bullshit too. The boy just was about to be deported. And everybody was like, nah, this motherfucker gotta chill. Need to be chill. Even Jay-Z stopped the man from being deported, you know? Cause everybody thought he was from Atlanta and shit. Came to find out 21 Savage, an English motherfucker. He English all his goddamn life. This nigga Britain don't even believe in the goddamn president or even the prime minister. He's still down with he's down with the king, King Charles. King Charles is his motherfucking liege and shit like that. You know what I mean? And he over here doing bullshit on these American podcasts. I don't know about this nigga. This nigga needs to go right back to the pond. Send us back over to the pond. Just bring us back. Cause he don't belong in these lakes, in these oceans. Just bring us back bring him to the pond with that shit, man. Fucking with these American podcasters like that. I was liking that shit though. I was feeling 21 Savage for a minute with the song a lot, but now he doing too much. If you ask me, doing goddamn too much. Speaking of that, I just want to take this time out to a moment of like reflection of Carl Weathers passed away recently. He recently passed away, and everybody remembers Carl Weathers from being Apollo in Rocky 1, 2, 3, I think 4. Yeah, he was in all 4 of them. Yeah, he was in up 4. Yeah, up to 4, right? Drago killed him. Yeah. And then, he was Action Jackson. The man was in multiple other movies. The man was a sex symbol in the hood, you know. The talented motherfucker athlete, multi-talented motherfucker. He's an athlete, actor. The guy, I mean, his legacy is forever here. And, you know, not much I can remember about Carl Weathers, cause I didn't really watch Action Jackson. But I do remember watching Rocky 2, okay? And here's why I like Rocky 2. Rocky 1, Apollo Creed, he looked like no, actually it was Rocky 3. I was really feeling the Apollo Creed character because that's when Rocky was out. I really like Rocky 3 too, because that was a comeback. That was a comeback Rocky. And matter of fact, arguably, Rocky was in his prime when he was in Rocky 3 because he was more faster. He got slower in Rocky 4, but he was the fastest and more agility strongest in Rocky 3. And who brought him to that point? It was Apollo. You know, when he brought him to the hood and all of that. And yo, man, that was a good moment for Apollo. And then after that, you know, it made what we see now, Creed. We wouldn't even have Creed if Apollo didn't do such a good movie, such a good job in all 4 of those Rockies. So shout out to Carl Weathers, and, you know, more respect every time you hear him. More respect should be put on his names, and that just you know, that just encouraged me to give more flowers though, as we see people alive, because like, damn, I didn't even know Carl Weathers was alive up until this week. I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all. I didn't know. And here's another thing too. Here's the deal. You know who we get reminded of, oh yo, this nigga's alive. Let's give him his flowers now. All the time. Garrett Morrison. You know, he's still alive, people. So let's give him his motherfucking flowers. Cause next thing you know, I'm gonna be, honest to God, didn't know about Gary Coleman. I know about Gary Coleman. I know he died, but like, I look back, I was like, oh shit. motherfucker died that long ago? I thought he just died like 2 years ago. You see what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And you know what I'm saying? And then that made me think, yo, is that motherfucker Webster gone? Webster's still alive, people. So let's give Emmanuel Lewis his motherfucker. Wait, hold up. I might be tripping though. No, hold up. Emmanuel Lewis is still alive. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go on my gut motherfucking feeling and say Emmanuel Lewis is still alive. I'm gonna go on my gut motherfucking feeling that Emmanuel Lewis is. If not, then hey yo, it is what it is. I'll retract myself next week. Nah, man. Matter of fact, he alive. He alive. He alive. That's the thing. We gotta give him his flowers. Matter of fact, you see him on the Instagram. Go follow Webster. You used to be a Webster fan. Follow him right now. Go give him a follow. Matter of fact, I took a look at him. He's a DJ and all that. He's doing things. Emmanuel, and you know he's getting pussy. You know what I'm saying? Emmanuel, you know he living good. Okay, so give him a shout. I don't understand. We wanna fucking follow T.I.'s kid. He ain't what he just saying, standing on business and fighting with other stuff. We got Webster out here, people. He's still out here. Give him a follow. Give him a like. He's still out here. I think he's a DJ. He's a DJ. He's still doing things. He might pop. Matter of fact, he might pop up on the new camera, and it is what it is. Podcast. Get Webster. Get somebody put Webster to work. He's doing things still. I know him. And Dwayne Wayne. Like, let me get a motherfucking production company. We get shit popping. Alright? I'll get that motherfucker Michael J. White. Alright? We'll start doing some movies with this nigga. You know what I mean? Do a couple of Black Dynamites or some shit like that. Matter of fact, I can't wait for his new cowboy movie coming out. That shit looks sick. You know what I mean? And this is all possible to Carl Weathers. All possible to Carl Weathers. Some shit that I want to touch on real quick though before I bounce. So I live here in Montreal, and right now, you know, there's this bill 96, 69, 68.66 kill orders. It really is the fucking, you know, when the Empire says 666 and then all the fucking stormtroopers just start killing all the Jedi and shit. That's what the fuck is going on. That's what it feels like. Cause some bill is passed, but we're still fighting it. And what it is like, we already got one that says every like business store front has to be like in French, and then your menu has to be like bilingual, you know, like everything in Montreal just has to be bilingual. It's like written out in the even in the aisles. Like if you go in the aisles, you will fucking see the aisle will be like pot or pasta. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy like that. Or condiment food. It's like you learning French when you really don't want to. It's either here's the deal. It's either bilingual or just French only. You can't just go just English here. It's either you got to do English or French, or you could just go French only. So there's no win for us Anglos. You know, that's no win for us Anglophones, the people that speak English. Now they're passing this other law where, let me get this correct, where the motherfuckers, you got to get greeted. Matter of fact, the correspondence is straight up French. You hear me? If I go to the doctor or somewhere major, then the people have to respond to me in French, and I can't get no English help at all at these bitches. So say if I gotta go to emergency room, I'm knocked out, and then the nurse pulls up. She has a right to speak to me only in French, And if there's no bilingual, then that's my fault. Cause we in Montreal with this 96 shit. So I could just bleed out if I don't know how to say ma que fait mal. You know what I'm saying? And you hear the way I say that shit? So they gonna be like, qu'est-ce qu'il a dit? And then I'm gonna be like, yo, help me. And then I'm done. Because a lick of French, I was speaking it, but then there was a language barrier, and then we all fucked up in life. That can't help it. That can't happen to me. That can't happen to other people out there. So right now, they got a whole bunch of people out here pissed that this is going down. English motherfuckers is like, why are we paying taxes to a nigga that don't speak up for us? Justin Trudeau. Is it true though? That's what's true though. Trudeau, you ain't out here speaking for us. What are you doing? What are you doing out there? I know what you're doing. Taking that tax money. I see you. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You single now. So, it might be a wrap for you, True. They saying it's a wrap for you. I'm thinking you ain't a wrap. You know what I mean? Because, a word is that you the longest prime minister. You ain't the longest. Is he? We might have to fact check this, but yeah, Trudeau's in the running for the longest prime minister we ever had. Just like that. I think he got another 8 years. I tell you, the boy is here for a long time. He legalized that green. No matter what shit thrown at his way, I think the people always gonna have him. Can't see this guy go. Listen, you know what it is like? Trudeau in prime minister running this long. It reminds me Roman Reigns. Cause Roman Reigns had the belt for 3 years. You thinking like, damn, why does he have the belt for 3 years? And then I look at the numbers that WWE has had since the boy has had the belt, and it's crazy. Okay? Arenas are filling back up. The numbers are way more than they were 10 years ago. We're back to like attitude era numbers now. And plus it's way, the crowd is way more like, it's like less kiddie now. It's like back, like wrestling is getting popular again. It's crazy because since Roman Reigns. And then I was like, why is the deal? What's the big deal with Roman Reigns? And then I see the fucking big deal with Roman Reigns. Yo, these ladies just love this guy, okay? It's Roman, yo, son. Okay, yo. And then it's not even Roman Reigns, too. Okay? There's other people, too, with the pecs and the things. And plus, now I notice, I'm like, oh, snap, me too. I'm just noticing, like, yo, WWE's roster is they kind of look better now. They're not rough looking wrestlers like how we used to have back in the day. And plus, these guys can actually do like way more acrobatic shit now, which will make it go viral. And then on top of that, WWE's full of, like now crossovers, main over stars, like what, the number one top selling music artist, Bad Bunny. He just did a motherfucking match in SummerSlam, I think a while ago. I think last year he did a match. It was in Puerto Rico. And the match, now when you look at matches with stars back in the day, they were like, oh, just shitty. Okay. They was like, okay, we're just watching him because he's a major star. But Bad Bunny actually performed well on the motherfucking match. Now, and now we got Logan Paul. And you're like, oh, he's not even going to do that well, but he's actually good. He's actually good on the mic and in the motherfucking ring. So WWE is fucking really entertaining to goddamn watch, and the storylines making sense. Shout out to Triple H for doing that. He knows how to run a fucking company. And that's how Trudeau should run Canada, you know? Because the more Triple H was listening to the wrestlers, the better that company got. But the thing is with that company, when now that they had Roman Reigns, they put the belt on Roman Reigns and people was like, boo. But ratings went up high. Justin Trudeau, boo. But the ratings are high for Canada. People, you look at it, people like us. We're still welcomeable throughout anything. People don't be like, yo, they don't shit on Canada. We still get the same little rep. If it's the same thing that we've been getting, cause I think it's all about our PR or whatever, our public appearance, whatever, maybe we might look like a little pussycat to some countries, but we've been looking like pussycats, bro. I think it's okay. It's like, let them think that. As long as we get to do what we get to do and we chill and we alright, we got a good looking prime minister. Who we gonna put up in there after prime? Who the fuck? That's the thing. You think the ladies gonna really let Justin Trudeau go? No. Just like the ladies ain't let Roman Reigns go. The ladies ain't letting Justin Trudeau go, and they the ones that's about to vote like that. I mean, I remember that I went to go vote, but I mean, when I went, I remember that day, it was full of, some people that cared about seeing Trudeau stay in that motherfucking office. They ain't trying to see nobody else. I mean, I'm trying to wake up and see some grumpy looking motherfucker. And it's not Trudeau. Trudeau look like at least he handling shit, running shit. Look at him. He up in the office without wifey now. Now we seen him without wifey right now. Now, now you want to get off the Trudeau? Not now, people. We can't let him go like this. Especially, we can't kick him out the crib. Wifey let the crib. Now we gonna kick him out the crib. That's wild. That's wild. And then what he gonna do? Come back here to Montreal? Come back here? I ain't trying to bump into Trudeau on the metro and shit. You know what I mean? Be like, yo. Matter of fact, hold up. Send this motherfucker back here. Teach him. Put him on stand-up comedy. Do him stand-up. I'll have him do, if Dana White out here doing stand-up comedy, I'll have Justin Trudeau do stand-up comedy. Alright? Fucking Trudeau. Then mark my words. Trudeau lose that election, it's all good. He'll be at the world's smallest comedy night. Guys, you know where the world's smallest comedy night is. It's at Hurley's Irish Pub every Monday nights, 8 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. for the Monday Night Dirty Mic. That's where I'll be performing comedy every Monday. And that's my word. If Justin Trudeau lose that motherfucking election because people get mad about him not standing up for English rights. Because Trudeau's scared. He a little scared about losing the English voters because they ain't trying to fuck with him. But he gonna be back out here like, yo guys, come on, man. I got the weed out here. Relax. Right? If anything, I got y'all. I got you. He got us. You gotta be patient with Trudeau. You gotta be patient with him. And if you can't be patient though, to see me perform, here's where I'll be performing. If you're in the area, I will be at the Borderline Restaurant, which is near St. Michel Metro. Okay, I'm gonna be there at 8 p.m. I'm gonna be at the Cultures Club in Ottawa though, at February 10th. Oh, I'm gonna be at the Borderline for the Border Rear show at February 16th. And I'm also gonna be at the Third Floor Comedy Club for the 8 p.m. show on February 17th and the 10 p.m. show on February 17th. I'm also going to be at the Third Floor Comedy Club February 24th, 10 p.m. I'm also going to be at the world's smallest, I'm going to be at the Montreal Improv. I'm going to be headlining that. Completely irrelevant. That show starts at 8 p.m. And I'll be back at the third floor Thursday for Shinebox. I think I'll be closing out the show, So those are all my dates, That's the tour for February. Calling it the Big Deal Tour. I'm a big deal, If anybody asks you who the fuck you are, you just tell them you're a big deal. You just say, I'm a motherfucking big deal. And that's real. Okay. That's all I got to say right now, guys. For the Rapid Flames podcast, guys. Stay lit. If you enjoyed that episode and would like to keep up with all the latest and future episodes of Rapid Flames podcast, then please subscribe to the Rapid Flames podcast on YouTube and all podcast available platforms, because we're available on all of them. So tune in, stay with us, stay with us, stay locked in, stay lit.